Ladies and gentlemen, check 1 2. Check 1 2. Check 1 2 3 4. All right. All right. So this is a Let's Talk. Shout out to everybody that's here that will be listening later. Shout out to everybody that came by and watched me successfully land my plane earlier this morning. That took me took 3 cracks at it, but I had a good time with it. I'm gonna stream a little bit more of that later today. I'm gonna try to do the AGM missile run and see how I do with that. But that'll be later today. But what is going on, people, from the East Coast to the West Coast to all around the world? We have the total destruction of 30 FPS gaming. 12 noon today, Google came out like a superstar, blasting out of the desert like a Scirocco, and totally annihilated 30 FPS gaming. Google Stadia is on its way. They have contracts with RockStar, UBI-Soft. They've got a new game coming to it, something called Baldur's Gate 3. They've got everything. Now, what is it going to take to play on the Beast? That's what everybody's asking. Now, because I went out today and I reserved mine. Okay, I put a little money down on mine. I also am going to get Chromecast. And this is fantastic news. So let's talk about the end of 30 FPS gaming, which has now officially been ushered in by Google. So Google Stadia or Stadia, depending on what side of the river you live on, has officially been announced. We have a price as well. So, but let's start at the very basic. So here's what if you do not have Chromecast, I did go to I went up to a store to look. Now, you have the Ultra, and then you have the regular one. Now, they hook into the side. I mean, there's a little thing right there, HDMI. Now, here's the one that I recommend if you have a 4K TV. If you have a 4K TV, and so it's $69.99. Now, you might, if you want to wait till the end of the year to get it, perfectly fine. But Chromecast, and you can usually get it on like a Black Friday deal. This might be $49 or something like that. But it's a streaming media player. This one streams in 4K, and this is the Ultra 4K streaming device. And again, it works. This is Google. Of course, it's going to work. Excuse me. But this is one of the devices that you're going to need if you don't already have it, like me. So I have to start at the basis. So if you're going to go and piecemeal it together, it's $69.99. Now, what I was able to get to order is the actual device, the Stadia Foundation Edition. Okay, the Stadia Foundation Edition. So we'll look that up here. Stadia Foundation Edition. So yeah, let me see if we can find it. So okay, but the Stadia Foundation Edition is it comes with the controller, one of these things here. Just trash, fall out. It comes with the Ultra Chrome. It comes with 3 months of service. It comes with Destiny 2 with allegedly all the DLC, and it lets you name your own device. Now, I don't know what that even is about. If you don't know about Destiny 2, which again I don't play Destiny 2, but apparently they just announced that all devices beginning in September or October of 2019 are going to have cross saves, something like that, cross saves and cross progressions and cross saves, I think is what it said. So this is Google coming in and pulling down everybody's pants. Now, if you all don't know, day before yesterday, Microsoft bent the knee, and today, according to the article, Sony bent the knee. And as you can see, Google has come in to rule them all. Okay, that's it. Microsoft and Sony have capitulated with Destiny. So it's just a matter of time before Fortnite and PUBG and all that stuff that it starts to capitulate. But Stadia Pro is going to be $9.99. That's cheaper than Netflix. Netflix, where I live, is for the basic package. That's on 2 devices. That is $13.99. So this is going to be cheaper than that. But it comes with one of these 3 controllers. I think I'm going to go with this guy right here. I'm going to go with this one over here. And you see, it looks like an Xbox controller. It has a share button and everything. So yeah, this is really happening. This was the total destruction of 1080p gaming. So everybody's asking, what's it going to take to play on the beast? Because this thing is a beast. 10.7 T-flops. Okay, the most powerful way you can game without having a PC from your home. Okay, so we're going to start with, we'll start and go work our way up. So 720p, 60 frames per second. You need 5 to 10 to 15 megabytes per second. Okay, that'll be for people who have 720p phones. I mean, that's just what I was told. I was just at the store talking to the Google rep. So the people that have phones, you know, that are 720p or tablets, you're still going to be able to play at 60 frames a second. Again, their goal is to deliver the content to you at 60 FPS. Now, you step up here. You go to the mid-range here. 1080p, 60 frames a second. Again, more people have 1080p TVs than 4K. So in order to run at 1080p, 60 frames per second, they want you to have at least 20 megabytes per second. That will come with HDR. That will be at 60 frames a second. So 1080p, HDR, 60 frames a second. So the hurt, I mean, you can feel the hurt rolling through, you know, the internet today. Everything's at 60 at this point. 60 is the new 30. So you can go back and you can play older games at 60 frames a second. You can't do that right now on consoles. So it's just the way it is. Now, here's the big daddy. Here's where I'm going to be playing at. Because I did call my internet provider, and I've got 100 up or something like that. And I don't know, 100 up, 100 down. So you need a minimal. What they require, what they want you to have is 35 megabytes per second. That will give you 60 frames a second at 4K. Nobody else offering that at 4K. Now, the sound and HDR, I need to write that in there. HDR, yeah, where's my pen at? Ah, here we go. Let me write that down. With HDR, and the disappointing thing is the 5.1 surround sound. That is disappointing. That is disappointing as hell because everything else is 7.1. So you're taking a hit on sound quality at 5.1. Let's just keep it 100% funky. So, but 5.1, because everything right now is 7.1 or Dolby and, you know, SDDS sound. They're below that. They're at entry level sound. It'll still sound good, but it's not as good. Not as much, you know. I mean, actually, that's trash. So let's just call it what it is. It's trash. I'll just call it trash. But they do want you to have a Google controller because they have an instinctive controller, and they're going to be very, very good. Haven't held one yet, but very good, very light. And so, yeah, I mean, Google has come out. They have laid the smackdown on Sony and on Microsoft. I did see Jason Schreier's tweet about Game Pass. Okay, let's talk about Game Pass. Game Pass has been around for at least 2 to 3 years. So it's unfair to compare Game Pass to something that's been around for it's just now coming in. You know, the point is the games on Game Pass ain't running at 60 frames a second. Let's look up while I am screen sharing, and hopefully the screen is still on. again, your Dark Phoenix is getting ripped. It is getting ripped. I'm just but let's make sure my screen sharing is on. Yep, it seems to be working good. Seems to be working good. So let's go to the Division Part 2. Let's see what the frame rate is. Let me just go to regular Google here. Let's see the what now? Okay, Division 2 FPS. Okay, let's see here. I was gonna put FPS. Let's do PS4 because I assume it's running at 60, isn't it? I'm not for sure. Let's see here. Blah, 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 blah. What is the frame rate? Okay, it says there 4K. It says dynamic 1080p. The PC, yeah, we know the PC blows that away. Let's see here. PC is remarkable. So what is the Division Part 2 running? Is it 30 FPS? I know Destiny is 30 FPS. See, Destiny will be 60 FPS. So they can't have crossplay because I'll be playing that thing at 60. I will be at 60. So Division frame rate test. Let's see here. No, I want to get a copyright strike with these stupid commercials. Although those are funny. We won't watch them. We won't watch them. All right, 30 FPS on PS4 and Xbox. That's coming from, I'm just looking at the chat here. So again, this is total destruction. 30. I mean, again, I'm not knocking it, but this is the difference. This is why you step up your game, so to speak. So they're not going to be able to play with us, you know. So we're going to be at 60 FPS. They're going to be down there at 30. And as I said, this is the total destruction of 30 FPS gaming, what Google did today. And I am glad that Microsoft and Sony bent the knee on the Division Part 2. Let me see if we can show you that Destiny news. See, oops. Let's see how fast they bowed down. Destiny PS2 cross save. All right. Yep. Here we go. So this just happened 2 hours ago, and this is because of Stadia. Okay, Destiny 2 is getting cross-save support on Xbox One, PC, PS4, and Stadia. So Google says it's working with Sony on a cross-save support. So all right, so thank you. I mean, they're bending the knee. Oh, there's the TV I want right there. So look at this, a good deal here. Fortnite edition, purple Xbox One S will go on sale June 7th. Yeah, that's for E3. That's something for E3 right there. Shout out to Microsoft. And this is fantastic news. This is, like I said, the total destruction of 30 FPS gaming. Let's just give credit where credit is due. Major signings. You had these dudes that were butthurt talking about Google got no games, and they announced they got the Destiny 2, they got the Division Part 2. They are ready to rumble. They are coming in. They came in. They went for the neck. And as you can see, the knee has been bent already on cross-save because of what they did. Says, damn, I thought you had charter. We should be 200 down, 11 up. Now, I'm not for sure. I'm at 100 and 100 or whatever the hell that is. So, yeah, 4K 60. Now, that's according to Stadia. You need 35 Mbps. That has HDR and 5.1. 60 frames a second. So it is what it is. People are just, I understand the hurt, you know, so so you got the Founders Edition. There you go. There you go. Thank you. The bundle is actually cheap, plus 3 for you. That is the way to go. Thank you. I think J-Dub City said he's going to be getting it too. So it's sold. You know, this is a win. This is, like I said, I'm happy. The only way Microsoft can counter this is they're going to have to announce a new console coming out this fall, and it's going to have to run everything at 60 frames a second at 1080p. That's, with HDR. And I'm not here to say that they will or that they won't, but if they don't, Google will win E3. Google wins E3 hands down. So, So again, it's not competing with the PS5. So, but I'll have to wait to see. So it's not an L for me. I heard people talking about it's not going to work. I heard people saying that it's they're not going to be able to do what they're doing, and they're doing it. So I am good. So so they show they can run a game again 720p, Andrew, at 60 frames a second is for people who are going to be playing on their tablets and on their cell phones. Most cell phones and tablets are 720p displays. There are some with 4K. I know some people got 4K. Some people have 1440p, but most people's cell phones are at 720p on their screens. Most. That doesn't mean there aren't cell phones out there you can't buy that are higher. But my point is that you only need 5 to 10 to 15 for that. So that's not that big a deal. And that's if you're on the go anyway. So, well, that is, like I said, it is a win. They won today. I love it. It's the way it should be. When you're putting a beat down on people. So, I am loving it. So, I am loving it. So, but we did it. They did it. So, I certainly hope everybody enjoyed it. I did. I thoroughly enjoyed what Google was bringing. And like I said, I got it. I was able to run up there and get it. So, Stadia. Yeah, Foundation. I'm trying to see if they've got it. Yeah, let's see here. Yep. So let me put that on the screen. We'll just take a look at what I got here. So $130, and then it says the Pro subscription will otherwise cost $10 a month. So that'd be $79 because you have to get this and that. So that'd be a little bit more than that. But yeah, this is $70, and then this is $70. So and I'm getting you're getting a game with it. It comes with the game. So but this was perfect. Stadia Pro will otherwise cost $9.99 a month, grants you access to Google's library at up to 4K resolution and at 60 frames a second with HDR. So, all right, here's their first wave of games. Let's just take a look of what they got here. Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, which I think is a fighter, Doom Eternal, and then the regular Doom. Oh, Rage 2. All righty. The Elder Scrolls Online, Wolfenstein Youngblood. That's a new release. I think isn't Youngblood the new release? Destiny 2, Get Packed, Grid, Metro Exodus, 60 frames a second. Okay. Thumper, Farm Simulator 19. We saw Baldur's Gate, Power Rangers, Battle for the Grid, Football Manager. I may be interested in that. Samurai Showdown, Final Fantasy 15. Tomb Raider, Definite Edition, Rise, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Again, 4K, 60 frames a second. NBA 2K, Borderlands 3, Guilt, which was a new game. Mortal Kombat 11, Darksiders Genesis. Again, 4K, 60 frames a second. Assassin's Creed Odyssey. Again, 4K, 60 frames a second. Just Dance, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint, Tom Clancy's The Division Part 2, Trial Rally and the Crew 2, 60 frames a second. And if you can do it, here's the thing: whether you're playing it at 720p, 1080p, or 4K, the thing is that you can't fuck with 60 frames a second. I know the Tomb Raider games on consoles run at 30. I know that. We just found out that I don't know, and I know Rage 2 is at 60. Wolfenstein, I assume, is at 60. I don't know for sure, but this is an L. I mean, and I know Tomb Raider may have some modes where it's 60 frames a second. So, but you can't play 4K 60 on your console. This is the total destruction of 30 FPS gaming. So, oh, okay. Let's see here. Here we go. Here we go. I need to share this. I need to bring that screen back up. I do apologize. I hit the wrong button because it does have some pricing here. And let's see here. Share. Let me hit. And so US, the controller is $69.99, and or the founder is $129.99. Okay. So I'm excited for this. You know, hot damn. All right, and this was an update, you know. So all right, this includes PlayStation 4 that just happened at 1:30. So this is great news. This is great news. This is Google coming in, and this is it. So you'll be able to play through the aforementioned Google Chrome Ultra, a regular Chrome browser on any computer or Pixel 3a smartphone. Google says the platform will be expanded to other phones. That means it's going to come to iPhone. It's going to come to all of them. So, and presumably other hardware. And then they got the pricing. So this is great news, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great time to be a gamer. The L, Google has handed out the L to all the people who said that they weren't going to be able to do it. So, so what's up, Council of Small Ears? So all games aren't 60. Again, they ran Assassin's Creed at 60 frames a second. That's true. All games are not 60. So I'll have to wait to see. So Special doesn't have internet caps as of the next year. Yeah, I don't have a cap where I'm at, and I have Spectrum. So, but I am looking at Metro. I have MetroTel. I just left Spectrum. So So I'm good. I just talked to them. So, so this is everything. You know, this is the destruction of console gaming, and the consoles got to play catch up. So the consoles are going to play catch up. So Tomb Raider is trash. I mean, again, that's your opinion that it's trash. If you think it's trash, fine. I'm not going to argue with you. I had a good time with those Tomb Raider games. Shout out to Ian Robinson, because Ian had a good time with them too. So, you know, but this is great news. So this is great news. What was going on, Iron Fist? I didn't see you in there. So Sam Ash, how you doing? So, you know, they bent the knee. You showed that's right. So that's it. I love it. I love it. So Days Gone DLC does start today. I did see that as well. So I don't know what their DLC is, but that is good news. Yeah, it got buried by this news though. I mean, that's just a fact, okay? But we gotta face it. Google Stadia is truly more powerful than 4 Titans. So, so, you know, wow, oh wow. So, you know, I am thoroughly enjoying this. This is, you know, this is what it's like to lose. I mean, you cannot have a, you know, I'm loving it. So. So yeah, J-Dub City just ordered one. Looks like. So yeah, it's over. You know, it is over. So we're loving it here. 1080p 60. And there we go. And people gonna be upset about it. Yep. 60 FPS, no matter the resolution. Yep, there you go, Jemiah Dixon. Yep. Facts. So can't fuck with 60, no matter what you all say. So no matter what you get. Oh man. So yes. And everybody knows, everybody knows that Sony new PlayStation is going to have that 1660 GTX in there. You know what that one guy said? So, so let me go. I'm on Twitter right now. I need to change my, got to change my thing back to the Stadia device here. Yeah, edit profile. There we go. There we go. Oh, send me up, spirit in the spot. Yeah. So, are there any questions about the Stadia? I mean, this is 460 FPS is now the norm as whatever this thing goes. So, and again, they are ripping. Yeah, another person sent me and said they just saw that X-Men movie. Yeah, I didn't like that X-Men movie. Y'all don't have to, I mean, again, it's like they said it's got an 18 on Rotten Tomatoes. So, oh my goodness gracious. So, yeah, but I'm loving it. I love this. This is a giant win, and I get it. I know people are upset. They're hurt. Oh, what Google just did to them. So, but yeah. Does anybody else have any questions? Do you still have to pay $60 for the games you want, or is it streamed for the $10 a month? It's stream service. It's a streaming service. So, so 1080p 60 lags per second. Okay, I have to wait and see. I'll have it 4K. I mean, I'm fine. So, wash it with the Xbox soap. I might end up having to do that too. You never know. So, all right. So, are there any questions? Was anybody confused about what they saw? So, the controller is literally an Xbox and PlayStation put together, possibly. So, somebody hopes it fails hard. So, how's it a win if they have it? Because it's coming out, and they can't say it does something that it doesn't do. And those other companies, you got to remember, Brian V, that when they initially launched 90 days ago, people were saying they ain't got no games, they're not going to follow through, all this BS, and we found out today it was garbage. So found out it was garbage. So 4K, 98 lags per second. Okay. So, but all right, is there any questions about it? I mean, people can sit up here and take shots. The bottom line is that's a 4K 60 is ain't nothing to fuck with. So, yep, there you go, Sam Ash. All right, guys. Well, I just wanted to jump on and do that. And yeah, I'm going to get on off here. And I am going to probably lay down and rest. I have to go to a meeting in like 3 hours. So 3.5 hours. So I will talk to you guys later. You all have a good day. Stadia for the win. 4K 60 FPS. Peace.